Right, Banquet events. The details are finally here. And brief synopsis for me. I was reading over this last night when I was on my break from work. And this video would have come out last night, but unfortunately, I was working till 1 in the morning, which was a lot of fun for me. Um, and so this, well, we'll get into it, but a weird, it's a bit weird how they've structured everything. But I do quite like it, and I'll explain why. And I think it's gonna be one of those videos where keep me on in the background while you're doing something else, probably, because there's going to be a lot of reading and a lot of talking. And I know reading for quite a few people of the human race is a little bit hard. So we're going to get into this straight away. So we'll start with the usual, like, splodge. If you are in an alliance, like you've just joined like a day or two ago, you got to wait 14 days to enable to contribute to the Alliance Banquet event rewards. So there's a PSA. And also don't like buy units from like shady like dealings, which just buy it from either in-game or on the official Summoners Market. Don't buy it anywhere else. That's generally just the good tip. So obviously we've got the solo event, we've got the Alliance event rewards, but for the first time we've got a Realm event, which I think the majority of the bulk is where the good stuff is. It obviously, like, your solo, well, depending on who you ask, with solo and Alliance events are good as well. But we will get into that. For me, like, personally, and like for probably the general like endgame community and all that. But yeah, I think a lot of people who spend a lot of money in this game are going to, like, that Realm event. They're going to shine for us in that event. They really are. So we're going to start off with the Banquet crystals, the superior ones. We're not going to ignore, because let's be honest, Banquet crystals, no one gives a fuck about them. Let's be honest. And then we've got the Greater Banquet crystals, which are those for Thronebreaker and below. So Thronebreaker players get the superior Banquet crystals because they're better value for you, and also they're the same price as the greater Banquet crystals. So why would you spend the units on the greater ones when you can have the superior ones? It would help you out. It definitely will help you out a lot more, you Thronebreaker players. You've definitely won here. So where is the, because that's all the greater. Is this the greater? Yes, greater Banquet crystals. Right, so superior Banquet crystals. So we've got the quantity on the right hand side, as you can see. So we've got 7-star signature stones plus 5. That's generic. They drop in a quantity of 1. 2 7-star signature stones. They're generic. Then we've got class signature stones for 7 stars, which is nice. Now here we get into the, again, some of the item distribution in here is a little bit weird. Some of it I like, some of it I dislike. I'm not really a big fan of 1,500 7-star shards as the lowest. I'd personally bump it up to 2,500. I think that'd be fine. And then increase the 3,000 to 5,000. I think that would probably improve the distribution there of 7-star shards. And then Titan shards, I'd probably do, maybe this would, I don't know if I'd be breaking the game or not, but just all my personal opinion, for Titan shards, I'd get maybe like 2,000, 5,000, or maybe 5,000, 10,000, depending on who you ask. But yeah, you can get a fully formed 7-star crystal form shards. Same with Titan. You can get Nexus Hero crystal, a 7-star Nexus Hero crystal, and a 7-star Titan crystal fully formed. No Titan Nexus crystal, which is, I personally would have put that in there just because I might be going a little bit overboard with this to make it like a really, really good Banquet event. And then we got the Glorious Guardians box key. So this, if for those of you who don't know, this box key is going to be for the Glorious Guardians buffs that we got. So that's Purgatory, Medusa, Deadpool X-Force, Sentry, Sentinel, and Black Panther Civil War. And how this box is going to work. So beginning of this event, you get a Glorious Guard, you get a box key. And you open the box, it will pick a random one of those. Say you get, for the argument, just say you know the first one you get Medusa. Medusa's taken out of the box, and then the next time you get a box key, you'll still have those 5 champions minus Medusa. And when you get all of them, the box will reset, and you can go for the dupes. So say you've got like 3 champions left. Let's say you've already got Medusa, Black Panther, Civil War, and Sentry. Deadpool X-Force, Sentinel, and Purgatory are going to be the last 3 in the box. So basically, I think it's kind of how they wanted the Wish Crystal to function, if any of you remember that. I think it functions something like that, where you would get the champion eventually. So if you get 6 Glorious Guardians keys, if you're extremely lucky in this event, because I think there's like 3 in total from the Solo, Alliance, and Realm event you can get. And if you get lucky and get you get the 3 from the Banquet crystals, then you've got every single Glorious Guardians buff 7-star. So that is actually I think it's a little bit difficult to explain. I think it'd be easier to like show you than it is to explain it, if that makes any sense. We've also got, this is the thing I'm really, really excited for, because there's one specific champion in this that I really, really want, is the 7-star limited edition selector. So this includes the Loyalty Crystal, the champions in that, the Incursion Crystal, it includes the Gifted Guardians Crystal from last year's Banquet event, which includes Adam Warlock, and I really, really want Adam Warlock, so if that thing pops up in my Superior Banquet Crystals, I am definitely getting Adam Warlock, and he is going to rank 3 pretty much immediately. What else does it include? I think it includes the Omega Days and the Reunion Crystal. It definitely includes the Reunion champions. I'm not 100% sure on the Omega Days champions, though. That I'm not too sure on, but that is a great pool for people who don't have any of the Incursions artifacts champions. So that it's like Hulkbuster, Namor. Who else is in that crystal? I can't quite remember. Same with Loyalty. So that's like Black Cat, Howard, Dark Vision, Arcus, Mordo, and Storm. So yeah, but it is quite a broad. It's quite a good crystal. It's also got like Punisher 2099 and like Man Thing and all that in it as well. We've also got 7-star Awakening Gem crystal shards. However, it's only at 500. I probably would have doubled it. Maybe if I was feeling generous, tripled it. But I think it should be 1,000 because it costs 10k to form one in the first place. So if you got lucky and you got 10, you get one. Instead, you have to get like 20 of these bloody things to drop. But 7-star Awakening Gems, I think the majority of them, if I remember correctly, are in the Realm event. So that's quite good. That's something, I guess. But I personally would have bumped it in the Superior Banquet Crystal to 1,000. But that's just me. Then we've got Tier 5 Class Catalysts. I'm not quite sure why they're in here. Same with Tier 3 Basic... so Tier 3 Alpha and Tier 6 Basic Fragments. They could have just kept it as fully formed, personally. That's just my opinion. Class Catalyst Fragments, I'm fine with those being in there. I don't... Again, they got fully formed as well. And then obviously you got Tier 4 Alpha in terms of fragments and a fully formed, which is nice. And then a very, 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 very small amount of Tier 6 Basic Catalyst Fragments. But this is the thing that the whales are going to go nuts for. Okay, because I remember a couple years ago when tier 6 class catalysts were introduced in these Banquet crystals, whales went nuts for them. And this is the chase item in this event. This is what is going to make the whales for people who spend ridiculous amounts on this game. That is what they're going to be chasing after. And then also we've got the 7-star champion selector, Vision, Thanos, and Kang, the trophy champs, if you like. And then also 7-star Jessica Jones, who is a new chase champ as well, I imagine. Not really. I've never really played Jessica Jones. I don't even think. I think I've got her as a 5-star, but not any. I don't go as a 6-star. 6-star. And then we've got the gold drops, if you're interested. And then there's the ISO drops as well. And then we get on to this is the solo, alliance, and realm event rewards and milestones and all that fucking jazz. And those are the points distributions for the crystals. So throne breakers, as I said, just go for the superior Banquet crystals. It will help you out a lot more. No point going for the greater ones when superior Banquet crystals cost exactly the same and you get more bang for your buck, essentially. So this event is probably for throne breakers really, really, really good. Right, so let's get into the solo. This is for the solo event. So we don't have as many. I don't think we've got as many units and Banquet crystals that we get in the solo and alliance, because I think we've taken some of them out and put them into the realm event, which is fine. I kind of wish I kept it the same and just have the realm event as an add-on, but Kabam. This is Kabam. I think the realm event is probably where it's at for these milestones, but we will get to that in due course. So we've got units. That's 600 in total. Again, all this stuff is kind of like at the lower. Realm event is probably where it's at for the milestones. This is kind of a little bit mid. I'm going to be honest. We have a Deathless She-Hulk piece quite early. I don't keep up with the Deathless champions because I generally just could not be bothered to get any of them. Even Deathless Thanos is cool. Just like, I just generally just could not be bothered with chasing Deathless champions at the beginning of the year. Yeah, and then so that for those who like the Deathless champions, the She-Hulk piece is quite early on. 7-star shards, 1,000 Awakening Gem crystal shards for 7 stars, which is nice. Whatever highlights in there. Oh, there's more Awakening Gem shards for 7 stars. 1-2 gem, which is nice. And then at the very end is 2 tier 4 alpha catalysts and a Glorious Guardians box key. I haven't done the maths. I'm sure someone in the community probably has, and quite a few people community has, on like how many units you have to spend to get to this point. So yeah, but this is the alliance event, and again, PSA, if you've just joined an alliance, like in a day or two out of this event, you need to wait 14 days before contributing, because if you open any Banquet crystals, they are not going to count towards the alliance. So that's a quick PSA there. But yeah, it starts off with some tier 3 alpha and tier 6 basic. And then more superior Banquet crystals, more units, which is nice. There's a third of a 7-star there, another third. Can you get a fully formed? No, you get 2/3 of a 7-star and 5,000 Titan shards and another Glorious Guardians box key. So that is 2 so far. And then this is the Alliance ranked event rewards. So this is like for the Alliance that places like, wherever your Alliance places in the world. Which, again, realm event, well, I mean, you see what you get. But, yeah, 7-star Scarlet Witch for top Alliance. Yeah, sure. 2 to 3 rank up gem, generic. Titan crystals. I do believe that tier 7 basic weapons I imagine that's probably half of a tier 7 basic. So that's pretty good, considering this is the new chase item for this event. And then, yeah, again, I'll go through this very carefully. If you want to pause and read, go right ahead, or just read it in your own time on the not forum on their website. But yeah, again, it slowly starts getting obviously less valuable, depending on what I think my alliance. I know we got like some people in just for this event, which is going to be very helpful, which is nice. And then here we go, the realm event. There's no like solo milestone rewards because it is all baked into the realm event. So, are we ready for this? Because I think this is probably the spiciest of the lot. So straight off the bat, if you don't contribute anything, you get a 7-star Abyss Nexus and some 7-star Hero Crystal Shards. Which I guess a pity, because this is I do think the realm event's probably where it's at, and the whales, they're going to go hard. I do think they're going to go very, very hard. They usually do. But yeah, tier 5 selector, we've got quite a few Glorious Guardian signature stones for 7 stars, which is nice. And we've got 1,000 Awakening Gem Crystal Shards, some tier 4 Alpha and tier 6 Basic. There's half a 7-star crystal there. More signature stones. More tier 6 Basic. There's a T6 Class Catalyst Selector. There's half a 7-star. More 7-star Awakening Gem Crystal Shards. So imagine if you get quite lucky and you hit all the milestones and you get all the requirements for the realm event. I imagine you'd either be very close or at least form a 7-star Awakening Gem Crystal, which would be nice for those people who are able to. More half of a 7-star, more shards, some more 7-star Awakening Gem Crystal Shards, around 1 to 2 gem, another Glorious Guardians box key, so I believe that counts up to 3, unless I'm dumb and I can't count. And there's more 7-star Awakening Gem Shards. What else is there? Oh, 7-star Glorious Guardians Awakening Gem for people for the characters that have that tag, which is going to be very, very nice. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get it. I don't know if I'm going to put any money into this event. I'll have to think about it. But that will allow you to awaken like characters like Mr. Sinister. That includes Silk. Might have to see where I am if we do hit this milestone, but that's going to be pretty good. Some more signature stones. Now, I think the biggest thing here, we can get 7-star Isophene. So we're already going to get her from the login calendar that's going on at the moment, like the 10 for 10 supply drop, whatever they're calling it. So we're gonna get Isophene for free. She does look really, really good. I'm really excited to get her, and this is how we dupe her, because 7-star Isophene. If you dupe her, she's able to counter Serpent, and she does it quite well. So that is very, very big. So we've got 7. So we have a way to dupe our 7-star Isophenes, which is very, very nice. And then we just got the Titan Shards as kind of like an overflow in case the whales go. They just evolve into like Krakens or whatever the next stage is for spending ungodly amounts of money on this game. So the realm event individual ranked awards. This is replacing the solo ranked awards. Now this is really interesting. So there's going to be a 2025 7-star champion voucher, a trade in a new 7-star champion released in 2025. Bundles will be available starting January 8th and will roll over each month until January 7th, 2026. So I don't know where I don't know where these are in the ranked awards, but whatever champions are released next year, if there's one you really, really like and you're able to get one of these, because I imagine these are probably like for the big, massive whales, you can trade that voucher in for a champion, which I think that's actually quite a neat addition. That is something I quite like. No RNG involved. That's very, very good. And also there's the 7-star selector. So so this doesn't include the Omega Days champions. So I retract that. So it just includes the stuff for the 7 stars from the Loyalty, Incursions, Gifted Guardians, and the Reunion Crystals. Right. Are you ready for this? This is rank 1. The whale, the blobberiest whale who spends the most amount of dosh on this game gets a 7-star maxed out SIG 200 Jessica Jones. So they get a max SIG Jessica Jones. They get a max SIG 7-star Vision. They get the Bastion title for Master Ceremonies 2024. 7-star 2025 Champion voucher. Now the biggest thing, this is where rank 4s are coming into the game now. We obviously saw that over tier 7, but whoever puts up the most points, spends the most money, you're going to have a couple of 7-star rank 4s on your hands. Wow. Yeah, this I imagine look, if there's any more incentive, because I know a lot of people who spend a lot of money on this game didn't go crazy for Cyber Weekend, because there was like, there's no like chase, there's no like 7-star rank 4 materials. Here they fucking are. This is why I said whales are going to go nuts for those superior rank crystals. It may be just a drop of those 7-star not class catalysts, 7 tier 7 basic catalysts. Maybe a small amount, but that's worth it for them. You get some Titans, some Titan Nexus crystals, and just some generic SIG stones as well. 2 of those limited edition selectors. Some relic stuff as well. A generic 7-star Awakening gem. And then for number 1 whale, you get some good stuff. You really, really do. And then second place, they get a rank up crystal gem instead of the generic gem for this 7-star. So I go back up to so number 1 and number 2, they get the same amount of 7-star rank 4s, but one of them is going to be random. So if that's worth it for whoever's number 2, well, I'm sure it probably is. But Realm Event is probably where it's at for probably a lot of people, especially when it comes to the rank awards. I hate to think how much money some people are going to chuck at this event. And also, another PSA, probably should start this off as well. Never feel pressured to spend any money in this game if it's going to put you into trouble. Just don't do it. You know, all this stuff that is here in these ranked awards in the Realm Event and the Banquet crystals, it's just going to become cheaper over time. So there's absolutely no, you may drop back in terms of like, I don't quite know what thing to say, but just do not feel pressure to spend money on this game at all. But yeah, I think as it goes on and on, stuff obviously gets worse. Do they get some? How many tier 7 basics do they get actually? That's quite interesting to see. Or do they not get any? Doesn't look like they get any tier 7. So I think you can get fully formed ones depending on where you are, where you place, which is interesting. Yeah, so like what 61 to 90 get like other bits and bobs. They get a fully formed tier 7, which is quite nice. Where my alliance is going to place, I'm not too sure. We'll have to see. We'll definitely be placed in the 100%. 75 probably. 50%. Yeah, not too sure on that one. Probably not 25%. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how my alliance does. But again, we got a couple of people here. They've got like units saved out throughout the year. They're all ready to go when this thing drops on Friday. So I'm going to leave this video here as I've been talking for nearly half an hour. So I shall leave your lovely ears so that you can listen or watch someone else. So if you like this video, feel free to like it. A lot of information, probably, I know. But yeah, this banquet event's looking to be set up to be the biggest banquet event and gifting event we've ever had. I will be doing a video of me opening up all of my banquet crystals. When that will be, I don't know. I probably will record it during the weekend and then maybe get it uploaded on Christmas Eve as just like a Christmas holiday video. That'll be quite nice. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like it. Dislike it if you disliked it. And if you like this video, check out some of my other content. And if you like my other content, feel free to make that red subscribe button turn to grey. And I shall see you in the next video. And goodbye.